Woo! Episode 99. Wow.
Well, Gar, technically this is the 100th video we've done on Ultraranger. Because, we did do the King of the Monsters review. So, yeah. Sorry.
Well, actually...
According to the facts, this is technically Kaiju Sentai Ultraranger episode 99.
Yeah, this is Kaiju Sentai Ultraranger episode 99, where the Godzilla King of the Monsters does take place in the continuity episode guide, but it is considered Kaiju Sentai Ultraranger EX01. Godzilla King of the Monsters.
Uh-huh.
So technically, it's a special, not an episode. So this is technically the 100th episode in production, but it is the 99th episode.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Mr. What's his name? Gerd? Mr. Gerd?
It's Gerd.
Schwa that roll call.
Eiji Tsuburaya, the man who created something from nothing. Godzilla. Ultraman. But when those who don't give his franchises enough credit, these podcasters will do it justice. For they are
Kaiju Sentai Ultraranger!
Lover of all things Ultraman. Ultra Yellow Canister, gone.
The other son of Malaya, Ultra Pinkcaster, late!
Sprung the love on one of Japanese beloved franchises.
Kaiju Sentai Ultraranger! Shrug!
Greetings, everybody, and welcome to Kaiju Sentai Ultraranger, the podcast where we talk about Ultraman's past, present, future, Godzilla, and all kaiju in between. I'm your host, Whitey Dufal.
Yeah, so unfortunately, Gar replaced himself with Whitey Dufal from 8 Crazy Nights.
Oh, I gotta talk about some Ultraman.
Well, I need to handle this. Hey, Whitey, here's something to make you have a seizure.
Whitey, you okay? Just go over there, Whitey. Yeah, he'll be back for the Christmas episode.
Oh, fuck. We talk about 8 Crazy Nights.
Yes!
Featuring Ultraman.
Because, fuck it.
No, you just were watching the movie, there's just like one little Ultraman figure in the background. See? You talk about anything that has something Ultraman in it.
That one episode of How I Met Your Mother that has Ultraman's toys in them.
No, I love when, if you watch the movie Be Cool, in James Woods' character's office, he has like Kaworu Ichigo statue.
Oh my goodness. Yes, everybody, this is episode 99.
And that's it. We're not going to 100.
Nah.
99 is the perfect number to end the show on. I know we haven't finished Taiga, we haven't finished Ultraman, we haven't finished Tiga, but we haven't finished Gridman, which we're just probably just going to make a spin-off show finishing the rest of Gridman.
Oh, yeah.
So, and we'll talk about Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad.
So yeah, we're going out the Animaniacs way, where 99 episodes and a special. So yeah,
well,
that's good enough.
Now we'd like to announce our new project where we're going to be doing a Metal Hero focused podcast. So we're going to start with Kikaider, because Kikaider 01 technically, because he's the prototype of Kikaider. So we got to start. I know, Guard, you enjoyed that series a shit ton. So fucking every time before we go on Cast Ranger, guys, I love Kikaider 01. Like, I love 01. He's so great. Oh, you're talking about Kamen Rider 01 on Cast Ranger. That makes more sense. Anyways, no, we're not doing a Metal Hero podcast, although we could.
I don't know, maybe. if we get up to 1,000 subscribers, maybe.
I think you're like, if we get up to 1,000 episodes of Ultraranger, then we'll consider doing a Metal Hero focused podcast.
Oh yeah, that's only gonna take us another
10 years.
Yeah, 10 years.
I mean, how long is it going to take for us to review and watch every single Ultraman thing?
I
I think where's that paper?
Imagine you just like, we'll be done by never.
Well, I mean, like, actually, we'd probably be done like 5-7 years.
Well, no, because Ultraman would keep going.
Well,
You get a new series every fucking time.
we would finally be catched up on everything.
It's like one of my old coworkers from years ago. She just watched all of Doctor Who, like from first Doctor to now. She watched all of it.
That poor person.
No, she loved every single fucking minute of it.
That poor person.
Except for third Doctor. She didn't like him that much.
She didn't like John Pertwee?
No, I like John Pertwee. He worked for the military. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah, he worked for a unit.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're talking about episodes 22 of Ultraman Tiga.
And episode 9 of Ultraman Taiga and episode 10.
Episode fucking 10.
Yeah, like we'll get into that. 9 is probably going to go by decently quickly, but 10 we have a lot to say about.
Yep.
Like,
but as always, 99 episodes in. Fun little fact, I keep forgetting that we didn't start doing news until the 3rd episode of Ultraranger. Yeah, because Ichi was just like, you guys have an Ultraman show now, do the fucking news over there on your own show. Like,
no one cares about Ultraman the Castranger.
No one cares.
No one cares.
No one cares. Tsuburaya cares. Peppa Farms remembers. Anyways, yeah, we got a trademark this week. Ooh, what's it gonna be?
Ooh.
Oh, you thought it was the Sentai trademark? No, that's extra. Go listen to extra. No, yeah, we got the trademark for something Ultraman related. Lane's just laughing because it's just a picture of a bunch of Japanese text on it. Apparently this what?
I don't know why that's so funny. Because like I went on, I was looking at it expecting to just see like the translated text that just says what it says, and I'm just looking at it like I don't see it. Gar just put up the image of just the trademark in its original form.
Where are the subtitles?
Oh, I don't know why that's so funny.
No, it's in digicode, Lane.
Oh, it's in Moonspeak. I'm just kidding.
I still can't believe in Digimon, man. Patamon grabs a letter. What is it, Patamon? It's in digicode. It's in fucking Japanese.
Yeah, Japanese is digicode.
Did you know that in the latest seasons of the Pokemon anime, they actually made up their own language?
Yeah. Just
to save cost and time of changing Japanese lettering to English lettering?
No, they use all their lettering based off the unknown. So they got their language. Imagine, that'd be amazing. Just everything that's written down is just, they all look like unknowns. That'd be fantastic. They should have done that!
Lowercase and uppercase unknown?
Yeah!
Is there a lowercase unknown?
No, there's only uppercase, and then there's the question mark and the exclamation mark unknown.
I have that.
So there's technically 28 unknown.
So anyways, yeah, so this trademark, I don't know if this trademark came out September 6th, or, yeah, it came out on September 24th, 2019, but it was registered on September 6th, in which it is the trademark name for a character title we don't really know yet, named Ultraman Regai, or Rega?
Let's see.
Well, it's Reiga.
Reiga. Rega.
Yeah, Rega, which it could possibly be the movie exclusive form for Taiga. Maybe it's a new Ultraman.
Maybe it's registered for the new Ultraman?
Nah, too early. We don't get that until January. So this definitely must be for the movie. Best case scenario, it's probably a fusion between Taiga, Fuma, and Titus.
Imagine we just finished Ultraman Taiga, and then 2 months later they just released a new series. We'd be like, what the fuck?
What?
They always start in July.
No, it'd be crazy for a new Ultraman show to go for an entire year.
Because they finished filming already, so now they're just like, alright, Next Ultraman.
All right, let's start working.
No,
on
I feel like they take it. You know why? You know why Ultraman's so good? It's because they finish production like in August, and then the rest of the time they just plan out what they're going to do for the next one.
Yeah.
That's what they do. They take like 6 months of planning, and then they start filming.
And think of it, just because the show's done doesn't mean the cast is done. They do a bunch of
Stage shows,
like stage show events throughout the year until the next show actually starts.
So get the movie.
Yeah, you get the movie.
Yeah. Oh my God, we're gonna have like 6 Ultramen on screen. We have Rosso Blue, Grigio, and Titus Fuma and Taiga.
And Tregear if he's not dead by the end of the show.
Yeah, he's gonna be dead. I want to see like an origin story, like a little mini episode about what was Tregear like before he was an Ultraman, like or as an Ultraman.
You know what? I think that may be it. Maybe instead of killing him off, he gets redeemed.
That'd be cool.
Like a new bad guy shows up and he's like, "Oh fuck!"
Gee, just come.
Ooh, no, that's it. That's what happens. Think of it as this: new baddie shows up. Tregear gets beaten. Tregear sacrifices himself and he gives his power to freaking to Hiroyuki.
What if
Movie form is a fusion between all 4 of them.
There you go. What if that's him? Ultraman Regia is Tregear.
Well, I think Tregear is his actual name.
Oh, okay. I mean, because if you take out the T, it's like Regia, kind of.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Could possibly be it.
No, Jade will just come in with one of his patented fucking evil, like, good hugs and just hug the shit out of you guys. It's okay, man. You don't need it. Just let go.
I'm gonna hug
just
the evil
let go.
out of you, man.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hug the evil out of you. Work with Belial, you can work with Tregear.
Raven saw that scene when I was watching the finale of G for notes, and he was like, "Damn, he legit hugged the evil out of him." Yeah, whatever this trademark is, hopefully we see it in the future.
Oh yes, Dave secured me a figure arts of Ultraman G.
Oh, did he?
Yep. $90, but
Hey, that's better.
it's better than what fucking aftermarket prices.
Or what, 150?
Yeah, and once I get him, I am posing him hugging Belial. I have to. Like, that's the only way you can fucking do it. Or his first entrance, like his first time he transformed, because I love his entrance in G.
Well, I think you may have spoken too early, Lane.
Oh.
Because I'm gonna skip a news story quickly to talk about this.
Oh.
There's news of SH Figure Arts Premium Bandai Ultraman G Darkness.
Oh, look at that. He's so evil.
It is legit Belial in a new form.
Like, no, you know what this is? This is Aizen if he just decided to worship Jeed instead of Orb.
Oh my goodness, there's an Orb Darkness in Ultra Galaxy Fight. Are they just gonna repaint the Orb Dark figure art that they couldn't sell and make it Orb Darkness?
Maybe.
But yeah, now they have no excuse to make a Zero Darkness figure art.
No, and if they make Zero Darkness, I will get it because that is technically Belial in Zero's body. It's my favorite Zero form.
This looks good.
Look at that fucking beam! Jesus Christ! That's so cool.
He looks so good.
Yeah, no, that's Jeed if he was like pure evil.
This, you know what this is?
Hmm?
Like, if you remove all the purple marks, this would have definitely been like a prototype, like an early draft design for Jeed. If he was meant to be like the son of Belial.
He is the son of Belial.
Well, yeah.
Always will be.
More like Clone Tube, maybe.
No, but I like that even in, that's why I liked in the Rogue movie, like, Riku was explaining to, freaking, Asahi was just like, no, yeah, my father is Ultraman Belial, he's really bad. He just accepts it. He's like, I'm his son.
Yeah, this figure art is coming out in March of 2020, and will be going for $6,380.
That's not bad. That's like $80, $90.
It's just a repaint.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it's not going to be a retail release. It's just, if you want it, you gotta buy it on their shop. Yeah.
I do need to get Belial Atrocious eventually.
Oh yeah.
Atrocious is, mwah. Like if Again, like I said before, I want to get Belial Atrocious figure art, but I wanted to get OG Belial first before I got him. Actually, I'm gonna grab Belial because no, I want to hug him.
Okay.
I need to cuddle him, stroke him, love him.
Probably shouldn't have said the word stroke. Or are you gonna stroke his ego?
Yep.
His dead corpse ego?
Yep. So good.
He does look good.
I only got him for $75.
That is like a really good
It was like,
price.
oh, you're getting it for $75. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah.
But yeah, so if you're interested in the G Darkness,
Gotta get this. I gotta get the Red Eye G'd.
Magnificent.
Oh yeah, I still need to get Magnificent. You're right. Oh.
If they announce Solid Burning Acro Smasher, would you get those?
No.
No?
No. I only want Magnificent. Maybe Acro Smasher, because Acro Smasher is pretty nice looking. I wasn't a big fan of Solid Burning.
You know what I can see them doing?
Hmm?
Final forms. Like, or not final forms, movie exclusive forms.
I'd also probably get some movie form, yeah.
Oh, Ultimate Final?
Yeah. You still need to get Royal McMaster.
Yeah. I still need to get the vinyl for the freaking movie forms. Like, Groob Trigger. I still need to get a bunch of Taiga stuff. But of course, right as I lose my job, Taiga comes in.
Yep.
Anyways,
Cool.
let's go back to the news story before that. So there is a Tsuburaya Productions YouTube channel released a video for the Tsuburaya Convention in December, and it's basically explains where it is, where it's happening, and who are the guests.
Cool.
One of the big things is that it is, if I can actually find it, like they even have a map of like where it'll be.
That's so cool.
It'll be at the Tokyo Dome City.
Ooh.
And I looked it up more. So it's not like your average convention where like you buy your ticket and you get to see all the things.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's kind of like it's open to the public. You have to buy the ticket. Like you gotta buy for like the event though.
Oh, okay.
So it's like there's a Darkness Heals live event. You want to go to that? You gotta pay for it.
Mm.
Season 2 talk for the Ultraman anime. You gotta pay for that. Like they're all separate payments.
Okay.
But one thing that got me by surprise is, yeah, all new, like, Hikaru, like, all the main title characters from Hikaru.
Sorry, I love this. So you have Hikaru, you got Sho, you got Daichi, you got Guy, you got Riku, you got fucking
Katsumi.
Nisami, then Hiroyuki, and then just at the very end you just have Laito. Because, like, why not?
Because why not? He deserves to be there.
Everyone loves him. I think honestly he was like the fan favorite of Jeed.
He was MVP Jeed.
I love Jeed a lot, and even I agree that, like, yeah, no, Laito was MVP character.
Like, how cool would it be to get, like, a giant freaking poster with all their autographs
Where's
on it?
Goki?
Ooh.
Where's Goki? Vegeta King S. There's a Goki there.
Oh, it's main Ultraman.
Yeah, okay, Goki was protagonist of King S.
Goki's gay.
Goki.
It's like, yeah, Ultraman.
Alright, sweet. Genga, Victory, X, Orb, G, Rosso Blue.
See, Lane, they listen. Space Team Superior.
Wow.
Like,
I'm actually surprised they're showing Space Team Superior. But is Belial going to be there?
no, but there is going to be a musical, there's going to be an orchestra performance there.
They ruined their fucking chance of calling it Ultra Live.
Ultra
Ruined their fucking chance.
Live.
Ultra Live! Yeah, the first song they could play is the fucking Ginga theme. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, you got a bunch of singers there, including Dinah.
Sweet. And Voyager, probably.
Yeah, there's Voyager.
Yep.
I don't know who the other two are.
I'd say probably the singer of the Orb theme, and then probably
some singers.
Yeah.
Yeah, the people that run Tsuburaya Galaxy, which is basically their news site. There's gonna be a talk about Ultraman Archives,
Cool.
in which Tiga's there, so maybe there'll be a Blu-ray set just for Tiga for the archive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, once again, season 2 talk, but then we have the biggest news story, or not the biggest news story, but the biggest announcement. The first 4 Ultramen are going to be there.
So we got Ultraman, Ultra 7.
Jack and Ace.
Oh, Taro. Huh.
He doesn't really come to these events.
Wow. Asshole.
I think the last time we heard from him was for the when Mother of Ultra's actress passed away.
Oh.
That was the last time we actually heard from him.
Huh.
But yeah, and then as for the 4 actresses, I'm not entirely sure who they are.
You know what? It's probably maybe the one on the left's like Fuji.
It looks like her.
Yeah, that's probably Fuji.
Okay, so it's probably like the respective like
the girl protagonists from each show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
so,
the heroines from each
yeah,
show.
so that's probably Fuji.
She's
Not age well. I'm just kidding.
No, she's aged well.
Look at Hayata though. You can tell that's Hayata.
He's always had that haircut.
And just no, he's always said that he just had like that's the thing. Hayata's actor really like stands out, like it's very distinct. So like you can tell. Like and there's Dan Moriboshi.
He hasn't aged a day.
Yeah. And that's Jack on the third one?
Yep.
Oh, so yeah. That's why he hasn't been on Free Soldier. He's too busy fucking going back.
No, Tsuburaya took him back. We're like, no, we got you.
Yeah, like they they stole him for this, and then Tsuburaya found him. They're like, no.
No. Toei hands him his paycheck. The fuck's this? I get more from Tsuburaya.
I get more just showing up as Jack. Yeah, I'm out of here.
No, it's like, but you haven't been Ultraman in like 49 years. Or like 48 years. And it's like, yeah, but I still get alimony. Like, not alimony, but like...
royalty
Yeah,
checks.
he still gets royalty checks that are more than what Toei's handing him.
Wow.
Maybe that's why he hasn't shown up in Rear Soldier. Just, oh, fuck this shit. You guys are cool. Keep doing what you're doing. But I'm out. Shot!
Also,
just as himself, he just flies off like Ultraman.
also, shawarma truck? Really? That's what my character's doing? That'd be funny.
Yeah. Now I want to go, but it's in Japan.
I'm just save up and go to Japan.
But I want to go. But the SpongeBob Broadway musical's happening at the same time.
SpongeBob! Anyways, that's cool.
Yeah, that's...
And the rest.
Yeah, and then it's a Tsuburaya Convention at Tokyo Dome City in the building right beside it. Once again, happening on December 14th and the 15th.
Hell yeah.
Just 2 days for this thing. Also, I heard there was a brunch. A brunch with Ultraman.
An Ultra brunch.
The only downside to it, though, is that I can't have breakfast with Zafi. Kind of bullshits us.
Safi doesn't have a human host.
It's either you can have dinner with Ultraman, like any of the main title Ultraman, but not Zafi. I'm like, the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, right?
Where's Zafi? Just get the original Ultraman. Just get a marker out, put dots on him. There. Come on, Zafi. What fuck it? You got your blood. I'm getting myself.
Yeah, you are.
Which Zafi though?
The figure art's Safi.
Alright, I'll grab the figure arts Zafi.
Sure.
Because I have a Zafi shrine.
Yeah, you do.
Just I still don't understand how Zafi's my favorite character. I don't. I
think it's because you just don't know a lot about him. So that kind of makes him special and unique from like all the other Ultramen. So you're like, you know what? I like him because he's different. Doesn't get a lot of attention.
He's just that guy.
Yeah, that's why you and I need to go have season on the Thunderbuster figure. And then we just have like a divided line between them where like I own half of him, you own half of him. And we have to keep him there forever. We can't, neither one of us can like take him out of that space.
Unless I buy you out.
Yeah. Like I'll give you $20 extra for the Thunderbuster. Alright, fine. Alright, so Super Ultraman Motion Set 6 action figures announced. So we got Mavius.
Yeah.
And I don't know who the other two are.
It's a ghoul.
It's a
so both Guy and a ghoul have 2 different suits.
Oh.
So this is the first suit.
Okay.
Then you have Brave form Mabius, and a Keloid from Ultraman Tiga.
You know what I'm actually really afraid? Because I'm kind of a, like, in terms of, like, toku show watching that I want to do for myself for next year, I actually, by myself, or you can watch it with me, I don't really care either way, but next year, my goal is I want to watch all of Cosmos.
All Ultraman Cosmos?
All of Cosmos. So I don't know, I like Cosmos. And I feel like if I watch this entire show, I feel, like, this is just a feeling I have, but I feel like he might end up becoming, like, my favorite Ultraman at the end of the day.
I think that bleh. I mean, it is legally available.
Because he looks really good.
Streaming
Like,
wise.
he looks good because the blue and silver looks so nice.
Yeah.
Plus, he's a pacifist. And, like, I like, usually I do, like, evil and stuff like that, but when it comes to heroes, I like real heroes who are, like, willing to do whatever's necessary to, like, you know, help people. And Cosmos does that. He helps monsters, he doesn't kill them unless it's, like, absolutely necessary. So, yeah, so, starting in 2020, I'm going to watch the entirety of Ultraman Cosmos. All 56 episodes, according to Gar.
65.
Oh, 65. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Gar told me a long, like, it went on a bit of a hiatus, and then they're just like, oh no, we're going to keep going.
Yeah, there were some, from what I understand, there were some allegories with Cosmos' actor. About, I don't know, I think it was like he was in some sort of porno or something. They were like, oh, we can't have... Like, they're like, so they put the show in hiatus, be like, what the fuck's going on, guys? And it's like, this happened.
Now, you guys are probably wondering, well, Lane, why wouldn't you watch Ultraman Gaia? Because, you know, you love when he shouts with Gaia. Yeah, well, that's why I have saved on my Facebook videos. I have that compilation of just him saying Gaia every fucking time. That I will keep treasure forever.
For me, next year, like, personal show-wise, I think next year, I'm definitely gonna start, like, finishing off the Super Sentai franchise.
Yeah, you're so fucking close, dude. Jesus.
So close. I just need
How many Sentais have you watched now?
Hmm?
How many Sentais have you watched now?
28.
Damn.
Out of 43.
Wow.
Of Mega Ranger, I'm currently working on, so that's number 29. And then Ryu Soldier, so 30. So I've seen 30 out of the 43.
Still 13 left to go?
Yeah.
Damn. Well done, sir.
Yeah, there's the last 3 shows of the 90s, and then everything from Go Ranger to to 5-Man.
Alright. These figures look good.
Yeah, sorry, it's just... Yeah, we never talked about the first 5 sets, so... I don't know, just came up and I'm like, alright.
Hey, you know what? For little finny figures, these look pretty fucking good.
For 5,500 yen.
Well, you get the set of them, so...
4 figures.
Yeah.
Plus some accessory sets. Like a stand for, like, effect parts.
Wait. Is the beam coming out of a ghoul's, like, face?
Yeah.
Oh, does he shoot a beam out of his head?
Yeah, oh, dude, there's,
Cool.
there was a compilation that I saw. It was like, they were just, like, both Gaia and a ghoul were going at it with this one monster, just attack after attack, like different laser beams, like, everywhere.
Damn.
And the thing fucking just exploded. It was like, oh, damn. No, if I was gonna get the set, I would get it for the Keloid. Because I like his design. He looks cool. And I looked up some of the other sets as well, and Tiga, Dyna, and Gaia are a set.
Okay.
By themselves. There's one of the manga Ultraman. The original Ultraman, I think Zeton's a part of it as well. Yeah, these look cool. I'd like to see what else is there in this line.
I always enjoyed Mabius' design as well. I think if he had a blue form, it would look really good.
Mabius does look good. He's based on a cat.
Really?
Yeah. The head, his head's supposed to look like a cat.
Oh. I suppose Mabius isn't your favorite.
No.
You love cats. That's why you have 12 of them.
Oh my goodness, they're all cute.
I always told Gar that if he ever has his cat of his own, like his own personal cat, his name is Zoffy. That's such a cat name.
Zofty the Softy.
Yeah, Softy Zoffy.
That's an episode title. Fluffless Fluffler.
Fluffless Fluffler. That's one of my proud ones. Alright.
Alright, and the last news story.
Aside Aside from all the Kamen Rider pictures we see here.
Yeah,
The last one is what we're most interested in.
Yeah, so,
Remember when we saw that, the concept art for, what would Tiga look like in the fucking manga?
yeah. Well, that was always intended to be a figurized model kit, and we finally got an actual image of the figure itself.
Looks cool.
Looks okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's a prototype, so...
It is a prototype.
The final will look really cool.
Yeah, it just... I don't know, I think you need to have some lighting in the helmet. I think that's it. It just looks dead. Dead in the eyes. But there is a cool thing about this, is that in the background you can clearly see... you can see that they do intend on making a evil Tiga model kit. So it's like, yeah, it makes sense. Just a repaint. Yeah, it looks good. Unfortunately, I don't think there is any...
Can you have manga Belial? God, what would that look like?
Hey, we finally just got a freaking armored suit for Taro.
Yeah, we finally saw what Taro looks like when he's not on fire.
Well, we always knew what he looked like when he wasn't on fire. It's just he never had a proper armor.
Oh, okay.
Like a proper Iron Man Ultraman suit.
Oh.
Until recently.
Oh. What did he have before?
Nothing. He was just...
It was just, he looked like Taro, but just on fire?
Actually, hang on.
That's confusing. Spoilers for the moment. Oh my god, there's Jack right there.
Oh, where is it? I'm trying to find it. Where are you? Where are you? There you are.
Oh, is that what he looked like before?
Yep.
Oh, and then he would just be on fire.
Yeah.
Oh. Interesting. So he actually kind of went for a more traditional, kind of spandex, little spandex suit.
Yep.
Oh, good for him. All right.
In which he's from New York.
Yeah.
So it's like go.
Is he friends with Jack?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's not friends with Jack.
No. He hates Jack a lot.
Alright, Ultraman story.
And Sophie.
Yeah. Oh, man, I always wanted to read this.
There you go.
It's basically a prequel to the Showa era shows.
Also, apparently people on Twitter have been fucking bugging all the fan subgroups to be like, hey, sub fucking Into the Hero, god damn it. You guys can sub all these fucking other Toku shows. Sub this one fucking movie, please.
There's 7 groups. Someone made an exaggeration, but there are 7 groups subbing Ultraman, Kamen Rider 01, but none of you can be like, you know what? Let's sub freaking
Into the Hero.
In the Hero.
In the Hero.
Yeah, In the Hero. You know, the movie about the
suit actors.
Yeah, the movie about suit actors in which Uncle Mario's in it as the Pink Ranger. Also, I found this cool image of this thing called Ultraman World that includes Taiga, Taro, mother and father of Ultra. I am keeping this image. Yeah, add it to the freaking... Just gonna add it. Yeah. Also, the character songs came out, apparently. Oh yeah, we still need to play this game. City Shroud
in Darkness?
Yeah.
No, fuck yeah.
Goodness, why can't we have nice things?
Never have nice things.
I know we can. Anyways, that's the news.
Oh yeah. That's the news.
That is the news. Tony Robbins hungry.
Oh my god.
So, but speaking of batshit crazy stuff. So we have episode 22 of Ultraman, Surface Destruction Maneuver.
What the fuck was that? What? Like to quote Goku from Dragon Ball Z Abridged, Ultraman? What the hell was that? Yeah. No, really, what the hell was that?
What was that?
This is the weirdest episode of Ultraman I've ever seen.
So
Everything about it was fucking weird.
it was so trippy.
So trippy.
Like, yeah, it's the 60s. Like, yeah, this episode came out in the 60s. But just... Well, this episode doesn't feel finished.
It's not finished.
It doesn't feel finished. Because the editing's all over the place. The music's all over the place. Things are missing. Things are just jumping around everywhere.
Fucking all the close-up shots. Like every time, like people were talking, like they just close up on their faces. I'm like, and then like the shots they used were weird. Like they cut. Like there's this one scene where like they're walking and they're like in front of cameras or something, and then it like does like a wipe and they're on like this other scene walking, and I'm like. Did Alfred Hitchcock fucking direct this episode?
No, Kubrick directed this episode. You know what? Or fuse them together. Alfred Kubrick.
No, Stanford Kubrick.
Leave a comment down.
Hitchcock.
Hitchcock. Starring Anthony Hopkins.
Sorry, everyone.
Anthony Hopkins played Alfred Hitchcock. That was a thing. Anyways, so this episode features not fucking Jim.
Yeah, but fucking Anne.
Yeah, another member of the Science Patrol from Paris named Anne, in which she's come to take Hayata back to Paris with her. But then once Hayata leaves, shit hits the fan.
Oh, she's gone. Like, they're gone. And, like, we assume that Hayata crashed the VTOL because, you know, that's what Hayata does best. I think just Ultraman just doesn't know how to fly, like, aerial vehicles. Because, like, makes sense because he can already fly. Because, you know, he's Ultraman. So, it's like, I can fly. I don't need to learn how to fly a plane. So, just so weird.
That's a very good point while I eat this cookie.
Yeah, right? So the kaiju of this episode was the underground monster Teleston. So it was interesting looking. He had a really cool roar that I liked. Apparently it's just a reused Gyango roar.
Who's Gyango?
Gyango? He was from episode 11 of Ultraman.
Oh, was he that random monster, like the one with the magic stone?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. But anyways, he was just reused of his roar.
All these monsters starting to merge together.
So, like, he started to cause, like, apparently he's a kaiju that's from, like, this subterranean fucking race of aliens or something, and, like, they're sensitive to light because, like, they have no eyes, even though you can clearly see it's just, like, flesh-colored, like, tape just over their eyeballs.
Yeah. Like,
so they all wear sunglasses, and they're all English-speaking people, too. Like, you can tell they're all English-speaking people.
This episode was just weird.
Yeah.
Like, one thing I want to bring up is the music in this episode. You could take a drinking game. So, if you watch Ultraman, you know that the opening starts with the Ultra Q, like the Ultra Q logo coming in, and then it explodes and it shows the Ultraman logo.
Yep.
You know that bit of music that plays when that happens, like boom,
boom, boom. Yeah, boom.
Yeah. That
happened every single time they cut to a new scene.
Yeah, like every 5 minutes it kept happening over and over. And I'm just like, what the fuck? So yeah. So the subterranean people, they kidnapped Anne. They disguised one of themselves as Anne, kidnapped Hayata.
Because they knew he was Ultraman.
Yeah, because they knew he was Ultraman.
Because at this point, aliens just fucking know that Hayata's Ultraman. Because, I guess he just smells of Ultraman. Smell it off of him.
He smells the spacium rays.
Yeah. He smells like fucking Ultraman.
And their plan is to basically take over the surface world by hypnotizing Hayata into transforming into Ultraman.
Which, when they actually did, That was the fucking worst idea they ever had, because
They all died.
the man's called the giant being of light for a fucking reason, people. When he transforms, he, like, glows in a bright-ass light, and if you're doing that shit underground, yeah, you're gonna fucking see it. So, like, just, like, they hypnotize him into transforming into Ultraman, and then he just, like, you know, we assume he glows in a bright light, and they're like, ah, shit! And then they die. Like, they literally fucking die. Because they're sensitive to light.
And Ultraman saved Anne off screen.
Save the real Anne. Like, she shows up in the fucking Ultra, like, Science Patrol headquarters, and they're like, oh, fuck, it's her! She has regular eyes.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, everyone's losing their shit, and I'm just thinking, is this what happens when Hayata leaves? Like, everything just hits the freaking fan? Just... weird stuff happened this episode. Again, with people with the eyes. You got people with no eyes. They're living underground. They have a pet monster named Teleston, which they throw freaking numerous napalms at them. Or at it.
Like a shit ton.
And just, like, they're in the jet VTOL and they're just tossing them down one, like, not even one by one, just like freaking 5 at a time. They're all just coming down. I'm like, how many are in this jet? This jet's not big.
And then, like...
and it did nothing.
And, like, in their main control room where we always see them, like, it looked like half the set was missing. Because, like, half of the set was, like, in black. And, like, it's just... I feel like every episode they do of Ultraman, they just wanted to try something different. Or, like, Tsuburaya wasn't, like, overlooking it that day, so they're like, hey, let's just be lazy, we'll do weird shots.
It's weird to think that they did this. It's like
there has to be, like, a wiki, there has to be, like, a reason.
No, I don't think there is. But it's just, like, it's weird to think that they were just like, you know what? Let's just do a random episode. And I'm like, okay. Do what you want, but it's weird.
It's so weird.
This episode gave me motion sickness.
Like,
after watching it.
It felt like a fucking, like, Halloween episode.
It was psychologically hurting my brain.
Yeah. And then, like, Ultraman, like, defeats him by just, like, throwing him a bunch of times, and then he just dies.
Dead.
And Ultraman's just like, alright, bye!
Well, yeah, Teleston's just it's just a giant lizard.
Just a giant lizard.
Or salamander.
Yep.
He's not a newt, though.
It's not Ned's newt.
Nope. It's not Pangu. Ultraman versus Pangu. Who would win?
Pangu.
Alright, who would win? Ultraman or that scary walrus from Pangu?
Pangu.
But there isn't much to say about this episode aside from, if you want to see some trippy shit... Oh, no, wait, sorry. There's one more thing.
Uh-huh.
So, I remember this episode fondly because of one thing. And that is on the original Mill Creek DVDs. The subtitles were not... They were like a few minutes behind or a few minutes ahead.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you couldn't actually watch the episode properly, like, without properly understanding it, because the subs would either be behind a minute or, like, ahead a minute.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were ahead by, like, a minute.
Oh, that's awful.
But I remember the whole, like the civilization kidnapping Ultraman. They're, like, hypnotizing him. I remember that part. Everything else was just, in a sense, a giant fever dream. It's like, you know what this feels like?
Hmm?
This feels like an episode that they had an idea of what they wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this could have been a 2-parter where everything's going batshit crazy.
Yeah.
But it's like, nah, I can't do that.
Yeah, this episode was really fucking trippy. I didn't like it.
It was You know what? No. You know what it feels like more? It feels like one of those creepypastas that you read online about, like,
oh yeah, there was this like Pokemon game that I played, like I got and such.
the game started talking to me.
Yeah, that's what this episode felt like. It was like I rented an Ultraman DVD from the local video rental store. No one rented it in like years. It was on VHS, so I dug up my old VHS. There was a note in it being beware of the 22nd episode. And it's just like it feels like one of those fan-made edits of a creepypasta that people put online, like the whole Lost Simpsons episode with like Bart dying.
Oh fuck.
It's weird.
Yeah. So like
I don't want to come back to this episode.
no.
But it's Teleston. He's one of the more iconic kaijus. But it's like this episode's fucking weird.
Yeah. Like fuck, man.
I may not even be able to get to sleep tonight.
Anyways, let's move on to Tiga. So, episode 22, The Fog's Coming. So,
AKA Stranger Things, the Ultraman edition.
no, aka the episode I've been finally waiting for, a Hori-focused episode, but more importantly, a Hori-focused episode with a girl.
Well, we had one of those when they went to the resort.
No, but that was just with an old college friend, and then...
Old college flame.
Yeah, sure, but then she went with the other guy who broke up with him, and then he went fucking insane, turned to a monster, and then he died. It did not end well, Gar.
Me so hoary.
They buried a friend that day.
Me so hoary, me so stupid. I almost made Ichi lose his drink. I just called you Ichi because you were drinking freaking Pepsi.
Yeah, no, I can see the confusion. So like this episode, yeah, it pretty much it felt like a horror film, because like there's this mysterious fog that's going around like the woods or something like that, and then like all these people, they have like these like this meteorite crashed on Earth, and it has like this weird like parasitic alien life form thingy, and like it grabs onto people's necks, and like, you know, it grows onto them, and like it looks like just like a giant fucking tumor's growing out of their neck.
It like feeds on their energy.
Yeah, and then like it takes their life energy out, and then like it goes into the meteorite, like the mother alien.
Yeah, so the kaiju this episode is the parasitic monster
Vagina.
Vagina?
Vagina.
Vagina!
Vagina!
Brother, is it time for my vagina yet? If you don't know what
Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Vagina monologues?
Yeah.
That's the funniest thing Lil Karibo's ever done. And
was that Little Creepy?
That was Lil Karibo, yeah. So on a podcast, they got him to just do the entire first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge, but replace everything with word with vagina. So
I thought that was just someone else.
No, that was Lil Karibo doing that, and he's just like, he couldn't fucking keep it together because it was just,
No,
he was losing
losing
his shit. Yeah, it's so funny.
Yeah, like as we're watching this episode, we're just thinking of just like Stranger Things, because it's like that's what this episode reminded us a bit. Out in the middle of nowhere, a science center in the middle of nowhere, some strange creature that
Killing people. Killed some scientists.
Yeah, killed some scientists.
And there's a strange girl.
Who's this girl? I didn't catch her name.
Her name was, Mariyuki Izaki?
Yeah, she was the daughter
Of that guy who, like, got that ship transformed.
Yeah, so she's related to the scientist from the fourth I want to say the fourth episode of Tiga. Farewell to Earth.
Yeah. Also, I accidentally looked up some spoilers about her character, but I won't get into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, oh. Hori was also kind of an asshole this episode.
Yeah.
Because, like, when he first, like, it's kind of like one of those, like, cliche things where, like, you know, a female and a male character get together and they don't like each other. They kind of just, like, bat heads.
They're gonna fuck later.
Maybe. And then we have the funniest fucking scene this entire episode, at least for me. This is the highlight. Was just like she gets knocked out, and like Daigo and Hori find her, and so they bring her to this cabin, in the middle of the cabin in the woods.
Cabin in the
I
Woods.
still need to watch that movie.
It's on Netflix.
Oh, cool.
Chris Hemsworth's in it.
I know.
He's in everything.
See, that's the MCU has ruined those actors for me because now I can't. If I ever see them in a movie other than an MCU film, freaks me out.
What about Tessa Thompson in Creed?
That's fine because I didn't know she was Valkyrie until after. So she wakes up and just there's Hori just staring right at her, and literally just a shot of her going, "Ah!" Just like cowering in fucking fear. She's scared for her life, and I was like, Hori's not that scary.
Yeah, but it's like if I woke up and you were just staring right at me.
Okay. Morning, guy, ready to Ultraranger?
Pete!
Lane, get the fuck out!
How do you even get in? My door's
Get the fuck out of
locked.
my room! Playing Minecraft.
Shut up, Mom. I'm on MSN. But what else was? No, I made the Ninja Turtles reference where like April wakes up and she sees the turtles in like the first movie. Just why can't I just have dreams about Harrison Ford?
And then she Splinter faints. It's always the rat that makes the fucking people lose their shit.
She didn't faint. Everyone else fainted.
Oh. Well, like, I don't know, just like it wasn't much to go on. Like I guess I don't know, just like I'm sorry, I kept thinking about episode 10 of Taiga too much. Like that's just like when we get into it, it's just like that's the highlight.
But well, it's not even that. Just like this episode feels like a two-parter again. Like
because like everything happened so fast.
Like it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Where like, it's an entire. It was kind of like in Taiga episode 7 and 8 with the whole forest thing.
That's what that reminded me of.
And like that was a two-parter. It did it well because like you could have it like spread out throughout the first two parts. Granted, the second part of that two-parter was more focused on Night Fang, but still, you could have had this episode be like Daigo and Hori land in the forest, and like it gets to nightfall, and the part 1, part 2's the next day.
Yeah,
where they try to escape.
Yeah. Oh, also, sorry. Just going back to Ultraman episode 22, I forgot. There was something familiar with this episode, and then we remember there was an episode of X that they did where I think it was a reference to this episode.
Yeah.
So they had like a mysterious woman with glasses.
It was episode 3 of
yeah,
Ultraman X with Talistone.
Yeah, and she summoned Talistone, so that was cool.
Yeah.
So I like that Ultraman does that. They reference each other.
Oh, don't worry, we'll get to that.
Oh yeah. Oh.
We'll get to that in Taiga.
Fuck.
But just I like the. You know what this reminded me of a bit? Episode 22 of Tiga a bit. It reminded me of the Blair Witch Project, in not in the horror aspect, but in a summary. Characters lost in the woods.
Or like Marble Hornets.
No, don't you ever fucking mention that while I'm in the room.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, you don't like Marble Hornets.
No, I am terrified by that.
I was too, but I watched the entire thing because it was so fascinating to watch.
Nope.
I wanted to see how it ended.
No, with me, I can't handle that.
That's fair. That's fair. It's not for everybody.
I'm just gonna briefly get into it. For those that don't know, I don't mind the concept of a horror film. I just cannot handle them due to me having a fear of not being able. I have a fear of especially around this time of someone looking at me. I have a fear that someone is watching me.
Oh, yeah. So you would not like slasher flicks then.
Classic slasher flicks like Halloween,
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th. I can handle those because it's
stuff like It.
Nope.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to handle that. Just the concept of there's something that I don't know of watching.
I've been trying to get you to watch the new It movie with me, but I'm probably just gonna watch it by myself.
Well, no, we can still watch it. It's just we haven't had time to
Yeah.
actually watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my foot popped.
But yeah, this episode, like, it was good. Like
the mist.
But yeah, no, the fog was pretty cool. It was creepy just seeing those people with the fucking like parasites on their necks, and then like they could fly around. They have tentacles. Hori like shot a couple down, but then like
water's their weakness.
Yeah, they have a weakness to water.
Yeah, because like they were on dirt bikes, like Daigo and Hori were. They were on freaking BMX
fucking
bikes.
In the opening, I see like they have like another jet. They have a fucking submarine vehicle, and I'm like, where the fuck are they getting these things?
TPC is probably funding it.
I feel like TPC is just like one of those things where it's like, oh, Guts was just like a little mini thing, but they don't like give a shit about them.
We have a jet. We have a drill we haven't really tested yet. I don't want to sacrifice any of our men. Guts, here's a new weapon. Like if something bad happens, don't worry, there's Guts.
It's Guts. Yeah, like I love that even what's her face, the chick or whatever, like she notices like they are Hori and Taiga are from Guts, and she just kind of like insults them. It's like, oh, well, you guys are all about investigating stuff. Why don't you fucking find out? Like, because they keep like questioning her about stuff, and it's like, because you've been around this shit longer, so you must know something. You're helping them investigate.
What is going on?
So then, like, yes, like Hori kind of protects her. Daigo gets fucked up and ends up in a river. But then, like, because he gets thrown off his bike by one of the creatures, and then like it lashes to his neck. But then because he falls in water, it kills it. And then he's floating down river. Eventually comes to his senses, but then like the Magina's like fucking fighting.
Magina.
I call him Magina. I know it's Magina.
in vagina. Regina.
So then Daigo like wakes up. He turns to the Tiga, but like he's actually.
But that's not even the funny part, though. He wakes up because Reina has some sort of psychic connection with her, or with it. Just Daigo, wake up, and then he just instantly wakes up. Just
yeah. Oh, it's like an Empire Strikes Back when just like Luke's trying to like get Leia's attention before she like flies off of Bespin, and it's just like, hear me, Leia, Luke.
Leia.
Let's go back.
Oh, what was something dark side? Tom Selleck. Tom Selleck's just in his bed. What the fuck? Luke, if that's you, wave your right hand. No, your right hand. It's me, fuckers.
So then, yeah, so Tiga's fighting Magina, and like he's
goes power type.
Yeah, he goes power type, but he's still getting his fucking ass kicked. And then fucking Shinjo with the win, kind of.
Oh yeah, Shinjo
shows up right on fucking time, shoots a bunch of fucking missiles at the dude, and I'm like, yeah.
Well, I think
he like distracts him.
So like, there's the monster, and then there's the meteorite.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he destroys the meteorite.
Yeah, he destroys the meteorite because that's like
the source of his power.
Yeah, it's feeding him energy.
Yeah, and then it weakens him, and then Tiga's just like, well, fuck you. He uses his like power sphere thing.
Delicium stream.
Mm-hmm. Fucks him up,
or as I call it, the baseball throw.
And then they all gather back together, and just like the girls like appreciates like them saving her. Fucking gives Hori a nice kiss on the cheek, and Hori's just like, what the fuck? And like everyone's just like looking at him like, holy shit! Hori cuts him. Yeah, they're like taking a double take.
Like Shinjo started crying.
Yeah, Shinjo's like, oh, this fucking brain is like, oh, you fucking whip.
Oh, you softy. Just Daigo just goes up to Hori, just. Yeah.
Way to go, man.
Way to go, buddy.
Yeah, so like I don't know, maybe this will blossom something. So that'd be sweet. Or he just has like a true love. That'd be nice.
And so far the best love story that I've seen in Tokusatsu in the last 4 years was from Dino Charge with Chase and his girlfriend.
No, fuck that. Fucking Tyler and Shyler.
Yeah, but the funniest thing though is that she dumped him for him as the Black Ranger, and he brings that up. He's like, I can't believe it. He's telling Keeper.
Not me.
No,
for me.
Like he's telling this to Keeper. She dumped me for me.
The funniest thing is that it's funny seeing ranger suits do like day-to-day shit. Like he's just walking around flying kites. It's like
Chase was my favorite character in Dino Charge.
oh, Chase was best character.
And you know what the best thing about this bike is? I look pretty good on it.
The Dino Charge cast was a really good group of characters.
Except for Michael Tabor fucking hated it. Just like it was the worst thing I ever did.
I would hate it too if I had to spend my own paycheck just to stay in the hotel room to film a show.
Fuck. Yeah.
Yeah. Not to mention, I couldn't get if I got hurt on set, that's on me. I don't get any like health insurance.
Oh.
No. If I hurt myself, I'm done.
Oh.
That's out of my paycheck, out of my pocket.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's the problem. Huge giant franchise. Saban was never unionized. Worst thing ever.
Anyways, let's move on to Taiga. So, episode 9, the present for each.
AKA, we love Orb so much, let's have an episode that reminds us how much we love Orb.
Also, we realized that Homare is best character in Taiga.
Oh yeah, Homare is a really good character.
Yeah, no, he's, like, so pretty much the whole sum of this episode is that, like, we've had hints about him that he's an alien. He's an alien!
Yeah, this episode straight up admits that Homare is an alien.
Yeah, and, like, it shows because, like, you know, he's strong. He can jump really fucking high. Like,
He can talk.
I can say!
Now I feel like making the thumbnail donkey flying with Homare's face on it. Well, we already have a thumbnail.
Yeah. Fucking beautiful thumbnail.
Oh, yeah.
So... I can say...
He can fly, he can fly. He can talk.
Oh, flying talking Homar.
Anyways, the episode starts with, like... Oh, yeah, so we might as well talk about the monster of the episode. So...
It's our old boy, fucking Majappa.
Yeah,
Remember him from Orb?
Yeah, he was Maga Jappa there.
Yeah.
A good, like the god Jappa. But I thought he was from some older show, and I'm like, I look it up, and it's like, no, he originated in Orb. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, he's an OG kaiju from fucking Orb, so yeah, but he was the garbage kaiju. He sat in the water and he made it stinky.
Yeah, he made all the hot springs.
He made all the bathhouses out of order, and Orb guy was not having any of that shit. He's like, no, I will save this fucking bathhouse.
It was also the debut episode of Burmite.
Yep. Such a good guitar riff.
I know. Hopefully it's used for a certain thing in the future.
So, I like that Hiroyuki and Homare, they have like sparring sessions, and so apparently they were fighting 164 times, according to Hiroyuki, which each time Hiroyuki got beaten by Homare, because Homare is better than him.
I like how they train with actual wooden tonfas.
Yeah, well, because, like, that's Homare's thing, right? And so, like, he trains himself, and just, like, the man knows what he's doing. He's a fucking pro.
Yeah.
And it's great. And, like, I will straight admit, Homare is my favorite character in this show. Like, he's fucking awesome. So badass. I'd rather him be the fucking... Actually, I have some complaints about Taiga right now that, like, I have to bring up.
Well, you might as well talk about it. We're not talking about the Tri-Squad audio dramas this time.
My complaint is that the reason why I don't think Taiga's working right now, in terms of Ultraman, it's because I don't like that not all three of them are on screen together. Like, I think what they should have done was, they should have had Hiroyuki has Taiga, and then Homare gets Titus, and then, like, Parika gets Fuma. And, like, all three of them can transform into an Ultraman, and then that's how they work together.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that would have been awesome. It's so great. Because I feel like they work together if they're working together at the same time.
And it's like how like you could again the biggest comparison you can have with Ultraman Tiga right now is with Kamen Rider Deno because it's kind of the same format.
Yeah.
One character was separate characters for fighting. Here's the problem though with Taiga that it's missing. Yes, you have the voice dramas, but if you don't watch that, Ultraman's kind of like a side thing in Taiga itself. Like, he is not the main focus.
No.
If anything, it's like how in the original Ultraman's not really that big of an important character.
Yeah, like in the last few episodes we've seen of Ultraman, he shows up literally in like the last minute of the episode, and then that's it. Like he shows up for 1 minute, does his thing, and then he just moves on. And then the end of episode. Like they all go, ha 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 ha, make a joke, and that's it.
Yeah, and then end. The end.
Yep. Where now, like I said a couple episodes ago, like for new Ultraman, we're spoiled.
Oh yeah, we get like good.
Sometimes we start an episode with like Ultraman already in the middle of a fight.
Mm-hmm.
We get him like 3 times in an episode. Like
because that's why we're here. We're here to watch Ultraman.
hell, in the Zero movie, we get nothing but Ultraman all the fucking time. We have a fucking 15-minute fight of just Ultraman just fucking fighting to the death. It's fucking amazing.
You get me the Kaiju Journal. You too.
Fight to the
death.
Dun, dun, dun. Just a zombie fight. Uh-oh, we're Thunderbuster now.
Oh shit.
Okay. I cut them both fingers in half. I combined them. Gar, look, I made Thunderbuster. Lane, no.
You know what? I want to see an art rendition of that. Because think of it, it's this orb and then like the mix,
just what would happen if Belial and the Zoffy fused?
Yeah, like what would they actually look like if you take both designs together as one?
Someone had to have done that.
Yeah, you know what I've also found?
Huh?
Friggin' someone made human forms of the Tri-Squad on Twitter. And you know what?
Huh?
They're actually not that bad.
Oh yeah, no, you showed me. Yeah, Titus looked exactly how I pictured him.
Yeah. It looks like All Might from freaking My Hero Academia.
So Homare apparently has a childhood friend who he actually takes a bit to remember who the fuck she was. But apparently she's special.
Yeah, she's special.
Because, like, these 2 aliens are fucking, like, hunting after her because she has this sacred talisman, which apparently is just this blue diamond-shaped bottle with blue liquid in it, and apparently it summons Majappa.
It slugged me.
Because apparently, according to her, it was something I got from my grandmother, and she told me never to open it. I thought it was just perfume.
Oh, it's from her grandmother. Orb reference.
This felt like a fucking orb reference, especially since, like, the main Ultraman of this episode was Fuma.
Yeah,
Fuma got the most screen time.
You know, the same Ultra, like, another Ultra being from Orb's, like, universe.
I-50 or whatever?
O50.
O50, yeah.
Think of it. O as in Orb dash 50 because it was the 50th anniversary.
Oh, that's cool.
So O, like Orb 50.
Yeah, fuck. You have 5 Ultramen from that planet. Got Orb, Rosso Blue, Grigio. Come on.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And Orb Dark Noir, Black Schwartz if you want to count them. You are Black Schwartz.
I missed that man. That was the one thing about the movie I was disappointed about was that lack of Eisen.
It would have been nice to have Makoto Eisen show up and like as an end credit scene. He finally comes back from his world trip.
Tsuburaya, please. Orb Dark movie or like little miniseries, like webisodes, like do it like Ultra Fight Orb Dark.
Think of it this way: he's getting added to the Darkness Live events. So he's still getting recognition.
Yeah. Well, I think he had a little bit of a cult following. I'm part of that cult, so...
He's a good character.
I love that. Oh, he's the best thing in the fucking room.
He represents the freaking hardcore fans. The bad hardcore fans.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Well, yeah, okay, so you got the grandmother connection. You have... The episode starts with a flashback, so there's another Orb reference.
Yeah. Like, it was at nighttime, giant kaiju...
Freaking... different names. I don't know, that's a stretch. Fuma being the main hero.
Which, I actually gotta commend him, he was actually pretty cool this episode.
Oh yeah, he slapped his ass.
Well, yeah, he was taunting him.
Yeah, he was taunting him.
This is the thing Japanese people do. They, like, smack their butts and they're like, yeah, get the koi! Come on, let's go.
The only other time I can think of it was Pichu in the Pichu short.
Oh, yeah.
When Pichu's on the other side of the building, he just slaps his ass.
Yep. And so, like, you know, we see that Homare has, like, a bit of a soft side, and, like, we get, like, a flashback of, like, him beating up a bunch of, like, dudes, and, like, she just, like, kind of looks at them and it's like, yeah, he had, like, sad, lonely eyes, like, he was just, like, crying for help, and it's, like, because, like, Homare had a troubled past, and, like, you know, now being part of Aegis, like, found a purpose.
Aegis.
Oh, whatever.
It's an E, but it's pronounced A.
Yeah.
Aegis.
Aegis.
Jeebus.
And then,
she's getting married, and within the weeks, she just kind of wanted to make sure he was okay still.
No, that's the thing, too. Like, I think it was, like, Parika or someone was like, oh, I thought that was, like, your true love or something. Like, oh, man.
I thought you found the one.
Yeah. And then, like, the end of the episode, like, is, like, the most touching fucking thing. So, like, Homare just, like, confronts all three of them, just saying, like, I'm an alien. They just kind of stand there. Hiroyuki just stands up and, like, just looks at them. Hey, man, I'm looking forward to our sparring session tomorrow. I'm gonna definitely fucking beat you this time. Parika's just like, oh, yeah, can you take a look at this thing? And the boss is just like, it's like, all right, let's continue our work for next week.
They don't care.
They just don't care.
Well,
They still...
Okay, scratch that. It's not that they don't care. It's they're not overreacting. It's just, hey, guys, I'm an alien.
Okay.
All right.
You're like
you're still you.
You're still Homare. Like, you're not going to be different because of what you just told us.
Yeah.
And like, you can tell. Like, he's just like, oh my god.
And which I'm glad that there's like a quick little pause after he tells them.
Yeah.
And just how much he's struggling. Struggling.
He's like, did I do the wrong thing?
Yeah. Of like he's like hurting himself. Being like, should I tell them? Should I not? What should I do? And I'm just thinking, if Homare can admit to the others that he's an alien, Hiroyuki should gain a pair of balls to tell them that he's Ultraman. Because I mean, like, honestly, if you're Ultraman, I think you should tell someone so that they're not always worried. Hell, Laito's wife found out, though I think she just fucked Zero a couple of times.
Oh, Laito! That's my favorite thing ever. But yeah, no, like, this was, like, it was a short and sweet episode. Oh, we got to see frickin' Photon Earth, and still.
Oh, yeah, so yeah.
Beautiful suit.
So yeah, Photon Earth kind of just, it can summon itself.
Yeah, but...
Or Taiga can just summon it.
But, like, still a fucking good form. Like, it looks so good. Gold, see, blue works really well in an Ultraman, gold really works well in an Ultraman.
I think it's because it's not a spandex. It's like their suits aren't made of spandex.
Yeah,
they're
he has like armor on.
Yeah.
He's like wearing fucking armor, and it looks so good.
But you're calling it now, that's going to be a figure art.
Absolutely.
Freaking premium band.
We just better get fucking Titus and Fuma first.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely get them.
I will get my Swole Boy.
Oh yeah.
To him for episode fucking 10. Speaking of episode 10. So episode 10, Warriors in the Evening Glow. Episode 9, I was starting to think that Taiga was kind of slacking a bit. And I'm like, okay, Taiga's got to step up a bit. And my god!
Oh.
Holy shit! Like, this episode left me and Gar fucking speechless. Holy shit! If you wanted a more, like, Showa Ultraman referenced episode, you're not gonna get one better than this one, motherfuckers. My god!
Or, as I would like to put it, if you want a valid example of how much Tsuburaya production cares about its history, this is it.
Oh my god. Okay, but I have to get into this first because, like, this was like one of my favorite things of the episode. So like the kaiju in this episode was Black King.
Yeah.
So like good old Black King, but like he gets summoned. So Titus fights him, fucking destroys him, like
So good.
kicks his ass.
Titus.
Like he fucking Black King like fucking fires a projectile. He just flexes and just deflects off of him. I'm like, my god.
Keep in mind, episode 6 with the bounty hunter alien, he freaking shoots Titus, and he deflects it by flexing his ass cheeks.
Titus is broken.
Titus is All Might.
No, because like the man's 9,000 years old. We already had a 3-part audio drama about his fucking history of how he became like what he is now. The man deserves to be as busted as he is, because the man's seen shit. He's done a ton of fucking shit.
Now, if only that was in the actual show.
But like,
Or hell, I would love to see that as a live action, like, short.
I already said
special.
that. I was like, we need a Titus solo miniseries, like Amazon exclusive. Like, come on. But yeah, no.
Do what they did with Zero, 2-part OVAs, 30 minutes long.
There you go.
Hour.
Bam.
Boom.
But yeah, just Black King fights Titus. Titus just wrecks him. Doesn't even break a sweat. It was fucking, and he just blows him up with his fucking like spear attack, and I was like, oh my god.
Electro Buster.
So like you can tell who my favorite Ultraman and Taiga is. It's fucking Titus, man. It's my swole boy. So good. Like you know when we see the official images for his figure art, every picture is just gonna be him just doing this different flexing pose. Like one of them's gonna be a close up of just his arm, his bicep, just flat. Like they're gonna make sure to detail his fucking muscles like perfectly.
He's gotta be a hefty figure.
But he's gonna be fucking hefty.
Like it can't just be like, oh, I got one. Just you could like, I want him so that you can feel the weight of him.
I will like you'll be able to work out using the Titus figure. You'll get 2 of them. You'll be just as swole as Titus is.
Welcome to Titus Mania, brother.
But yeah, so like in the end, like that was fucking great. Just that like because this episode felt like it was longer than 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Like because I saw that and then like the end of the episode, I'm like, are we still going? We're still going. But
It's
anyways,
going.
so yeah, no, Titus is fucking busted. He kicked Black King's ass. It was fucking great. It was a spectacle.
Yeah. But this is a Hiroyuki focus episode as well.
Oh boy, is it!
Which this is kind of just acknowledging, the show's acknowledging itself of Hiroyuki smarting the fuck up.
Like you're not a rookie anymore. You've been in this company for like a bit now. You should know what you're doing by now. You should be a pro.
This is episode 10. Smarten the fuck up.
Get your fucking shit together, man. God damn it. So,
oh my goodness. Which he does. He starts to try and improve himself.
and so he runs into his friend Mr. Oda. And, he's like this, like...
He's a painter.
He's a painter. He's a very friendly dude.
Yeah.
And he likes painting sunsets. It's one of his specialties.
Mm-hmm.
And so, the Hiroyuki's talking with him. He's trying to get some advice. And, Oda's giving him, some kind of life advice.
And which I like the advice he gives him, which he says, life is like a painting. If you don't get it right at the start, it's fine. Just redo it.
Yeah.
Redo it until you get it right.
And, they're sitting on a bench, they're looking out, and, there are so many good shots. And, we had, 4 times in this episode where we're like, oh, that's going to be the thumbnail. No, that's going to be the thumbnail. No! That's the thumbnail! But yeah, it was really, just the shots in this episode were fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
Little do we know, though, that Mr. Oda, he's got a secret about him.
Yeah, he's not as pacifist as we thought he was.
Yeah, so, good old friend Tregear here.
Yeah, Kirasaki. He summons him, or finds him at least.
Finds him, calls him.
Yeah, and which Mr. Oda here has a certain thing that Kirasaki is interested in.
Black King egg.
An egg of a Black King. And Can't have Black King without his assistant, Alien Knuckle.
Alien Knuckle.
Yeah.
I remember him from X.
X, Orb, Ginga, where he was a flamboyant.
Oh, yeah.
With the fan. I think he was voiced by Frieza.
And apparently his origin is Return of Ultraman.
Yeah, he debuted in the 1971 show The Return of Ultraman.
Yeah, so Mr. Oda is the alien Knuckle Odessa.
Yeah, and this episode is definitely, unlike episode 6 it was with the Ultra 7 homage, this is clearly meant to be like the actual alien Knuckle from the episode of from The Return of Ultraman.
Yeah.
In which, so he lost his battle against Ultraman Jack, in which they could have just done archive footage of the fight with Alien Knuckle and Ultraman Jack. Could have just, gotten that, would have been fine. Tsuburaya went above and beyond, and they got the Ultraman Jack suit. They put him in front of a sunset, and just, I love how the way that whoever filmed this, or however they did it, I love how you can't clearly tell it's Jack, but you can just see like the silhouette of him in the eyes.
Yeah.
And like his little bracelet thing that he has, but like
it's him.
It's just gorgeous to see. It's like even the drawings that he has of like Black King and Knuckle fighting Ultraman Jack, it was just
Yeah, and like even before we get like that nice shot that Gar was just talking about, like he has like a drawing of like seeing Ultraman Jack just standing in the sunset, and like he's like when he's thinking, because like Kurosaki keeps saying to him, like he's like, you may be trying to hide from like what you were, but like you're an alien Knuckle. Your fucking whole life is about fighting. You can't help but fight. You love to fight. It's in your fucking instinct, your nature.
And this is why I was getting upset with the other guys when we were talking about Ryu's Soldier with the whole Geizork armor thing. This is what I mean. You can run and hide, but you can't escape what you've done.
Yeah.
And
like in the end, it's like kind of fucking heartbreaking because
he's upset. Like, so yeah, Trigger unleashes freaking Black King because that's what he wanted. He wanted to team up with Black King and fight Ultraman Taiga. But I think it's Tiger or Titus. One of them comes out first because I know he switches into Titus in the episode.
It's Titus first when he's fighting Black King, or he fights as Taiga.
Yeah, and then he turns
into Titus because just like Taiga can't do it.
Yeah, but as soon as he sees Taiga, Oda freaking just clicks.
He snaps.
Yeah, it triggers back his memory of Ultraman.
And it's cool, like when I like that Kurosaki goes Trigger, and then we get like a cool shot of him just like kind of like flying down.
Oh yeah, with the lightning bolts in his hands.
Yeah, and I like that. I like that. Like the start of his theme song is like part of his transformation, where it's like it kind of sounds like a corrupted like heroic theme. Like it's a corrupted.
Well, that's who he is. He's a corrupted ultra being.
Yeah, and that's why like I was talking about like earlier like in the news, like I would love to just see like a thing about Trigger's origin. Like what was he like before he became like who he is now?
Because everyone knows a perfect villain, according to writers, the perfect way to write a good villain is to make them the hero of their story.
Yeah. It's like how the bounty hunter went up to him and he's like, aren't you an Ultraman? And he's just like, it's in the past. We're not going to talk about that.
Like, they do not a villain never considers themselves the villain. They just, according to David Wise, who wrote the majority of the original Transformers and Ninja Turtles cartoon, a good villain is a character that believes he is doing what is right, but he has taken one step in the wrong direction. Yeah,
so it's like Megatron, like sure what he looks like he's doing, but to him is bad, but like what he thinks he's doing, he's like, I'm doing this for us, our people.
Yeah, in the end, you gotta remember, Decepticons just think what they're doing is right for their people.
Yeah.
Because when you have a one-dimensional villain who's just straight up evil, like every single Power Ranger villain ever, it's boring.
Yeah. So then after, like, the Battle of Black King, just, like, because...
Black King's
like,
dead.
Like, oh, yeah, Black King's, like, gone, and, like, Oda's so upset, because, like, you know, he lost his friend.
Yeah.
Like, that was his friend, his partner. And so then, like, what he does is he sends the letter to, Hiroyuki, and, like, it's so funny. Like, Hiroyuki starts reading the letter, and then, like, you hear, like, Oda's voice in it.
Yeah, it's a voiceover.
Yeah, but he, like, the way he reacts to the letter, it looks like he's, like, trying to, like, oh, fuck, did anyone hear that?
You know what I think it was?
Huh?
Okay, you know how, like, so you know how, like, if it's a voiceover, somebody will read it offset?
Yeah.
So that you can react to it the way that you're supposed to react to it? Maybe he accidentally heard someone on set doing the voiceover of the letter, and he's just like, what the fuck? Oh, we're doing the voiceover, okay.
Yeah, maybe.
Like in Billy Madison,
Yeah.
when Adam Sandler's dancing to the music that he's not really supposed to hear.
Yeah. Yeah, so then Oda, like, gives him a letter, sends him a letter that's just saying, like, yeah, I know you're Ultraman, and, like, we need to fight. Like, I can't hold back what I am. This is who I am. This is what I've been looking forward to. Like, I will die. And so,
I want you to
I want you
fight
to fight
to the
me.
death.
Fight to the death. And, like, Hiroyuki doesn't want to. But Oda doesn't give him a fucking choice, because what does he start doing? He grows big and just starts fucking destroying buildings. And he's like, I'm gonna level this whole fucking town unless you fight me right the fuck now.
And one of the best parts about this episode is that he's not being aggressive about this. Because throughout the entire fight, it's just Oda's voiceover of what he's saying in the letter.
Yep.
He's not saying a word. He's straight up just not giving Hiroyuki a choice. Fight me right now, or I destroy its town.
Yeah. So, like, Taiga he starts fighting him, and, like, Hiroyuki's trying to stop him, but, like, he's not listening. And then Taiga just tells him, he's like, dude, like, we have no choice. We have to destroy him. So he goes Photon Earth, and, like,
they have a cool like blast, like, laser showdown.
And, like, I don't know what it is, but I guess Show Ultraman just does this a lot, but, like, it has them, like, you know, in front of the sunset, and they're, like, locking heads, like, looks at each other, and...
Well, like, the sunset being, like, you know, the fall.
Yeah.
Not falls in the season, but, like, the fall and, like...
I'm guessing Ultra 7 was what started that trend, so...
Yeah, because so far we're 22 episodes into Ultraman. Never have we gotten the sunset fight.
I mean, it's their first series. They were just trying everything that they could that would work. Yeah. So maybe that's why each episode's fucking weird, because they're trying out new things to figure out, okay, what's gonna work, guys? Alright, we couldn't do creepy shots. We couldn't do this. We couldn't have a comedy episode.
Alright, we shouldn't do a Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah. And then just... It ends with just him blowing up Odessa, and then... We get a shot of, like, as he's going down, he looks over and he sees Taiga, Photon Earth, standing in front of the sunset. Just like how we saw Jack.
Yeah.
And then he blows up, and, like, Hiroyuki just feels like garbage about it. Did not want to, like, hurt his friend. And then the worst thing is he goes to, like, back to the bench where, like, he was there, and he, like, pictures him there, like, looking at him. And, like, he also before Oda went or whatever like that, like, he had this drawing, and he
yeah, the drawing of the sunset,
yeah,
and, like, he tore it,
and he ripped it,
and, like, he was telling Hiroyuki, being like, yeah, just being there with you at the sunset the other night meant the world to me.
Yeah,
and just, like, he's upset that he's gotta go, but just it's in his nature.
It's what he truly wants, and so just. Like,
one last fight.
Yeah, and so, like, that's why, like, our thumbnail is going to be, like, that shot of Ultraman Jack, like, in the sunset, but then on the other side, we're going to have it, like, Ultraman Tiga there.
Yeah.
And it's just, oh. But yeah, this episode, like, blew me away. Like, I was not expecting this to be as good as it was.
And the worst part is, this episode doesn't have a happy ending.
No.
Again, Hiroyuki standing at the bench, and he just asked Taiga, why?
Why do we have to do this? Tiger was like, we just had to, man.
No, he doesn't even respond. Just why?
Yeah.
Why did he have to do it?
I don't know.
And sometimes it's something we can't control.
Yeah, because, like, and that's the thing about Ultraman that, like, kind of made me realize that, like, sometimes Ultraman just doesn't end happily. Some episodes, like it's been shown like in episodes of Tiga, like that episode with Hori and like his college buddy, like it ends with them just like finding him like dead because he died from the disease that he got as a monster.
Ultraman is definitely, it doesn't treat its audience like children.
No.
It is for children, but it
teaches you lessons.
Well, it's not even that, but like it doesn't talk down.
No.
It doesn't talk down from the fact that sometimes people can't change. This is a good, if I had to show people a good episode about like people who are overcoming their addictions to things or some sort of thing like that, I would definitely recommend this episode. Which I wanted to show this cool image. Someone drew this on Twitter.
Yeah, I saw that today too. That was...
Yeah, it's a art drawing by a Twitter username, King Galvix. He's currently going by Anthony Go, which he has a drive picture on his Twitter, in which he drew this picture like a day ago of like Ultraman Taiga fighting Alien Knuckle, which, by the way, Alien Knuckle has a new redesign this episode, in which it looks a bit cartoony, but I like it.
I was wondering why he like looked weird, but then I realized it was like it's because the last Alien Knuckle I saw was an X, and he was wearing like a poncho. Yeah,
and he was like more detailed in design, where this one's more of a simple and basic.
It's more like traditional original Alien Knuckle.
Yeah.
So, because that was the OG Knuckle. So,
like Knuckle's always been one of my favorite like aliens in Ultraman, simply because it's like, oh, he looks cool. But now I'm like, oh, if I want a good comparison, if I want like a good example of which version, definitely Taiga.
Like, oh man. And then we just like next week's episode looks weird.
It does look
and
weird.
It has a long ass fucking title.
Yeah, and once again, we're not talking about the we never said it this episode, but we're not talking about the Tri-Squad voice dramas. For
another parter.
Yeah, two reasons. One, it's a, I want to say it's a 3-parter of like Fuma's origins, and two, the people who are currently subbing Ultraman Taiga are a bit behind. So I'm just glad we had episode 10 to talk about.
Oh, like this is hands down the best episode of Taiga.
Oh yeah,
so far. Like, because usually it's episode 12 for me. That's like, yeah, that was great.
But this
was just like, oh man.
Warriors in the Evening Glow, man. Currently up there as being the best episode of Taiga so far.
Like, keep it up.
Oh, and if you're all wondering, we're playing the special for New Generation Heroes. Like, once all of it's done, we're doing a giant special for that.
Oh yeah.
Which we may have some guest stars. But yeah, I guess that's all that we can say for now.
So this has been episode 99.
Cool people. Something sunset.
Oh, wasn't it like cool people don't look at sunsets?
Yeah, cool people don't look at sunsets, but I think the better thing is like, I'll think of something for episode 99 title. I want it to have something involving sunsets.
Yeah. But yeah, so next episode will be episode 100, and
it's
gonna be a big one.
Can't believe it.
Oh fuck, man! It's insane.
Episode 100.
100.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I'm amazed we've gotten this far too. Like, Jesus Christ.
Well, guess we'll see you all next time. So,
schwa for now.
As always, schwa for now, and yeah, we'll see you in episode 100. Hey everyone, thank you for listening to this episode of Kaiju Sentai Ultraranger. We appreciate your dedication to listening.
If you have an opinion on the news or shows we talked about, Leave a comment down below. Hashtag comments for Lane.
If you want to check us out on other social media pages, you can check out our Twitter pages. As always, you can follow me at twitter.com/autobot.
You can follow me at twitter.com/Lane_.
For other pages, you can find my blog, Gar's Toku Blogs, on facebook.com. And while you're on Facebook, why not give Radio Sentai Castranger a follow?
For older episodes of our shows, you can find them at castranger.podbean.com. And we also have some merch, such as t-shirts and bags, available at tpublic.com.
That's all for this exciting episode of Kaiju Sentai Ultraranger. Until next time,
Schwa for now!